Welcome back to another episode. Today we have, I think, what could be the biggest Blu-ray update that I've ever had. If it's not the biggest, there's probably one from December, I don't know. But this one is pretty big, so we'll get to that right after this intro. Whatever, who gives a shit? I'm talking about video games. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Welcome back from the intro, and like I said before, we're going through a gigantic Blu-ray update. Arrow Video had their Easter Carnage sale, and it did a lot of carnage to my bank account. But we got a lot of great titles here, and so we'll dig right in. But before I do that, I just want to thank you for watching. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video. If you're here for Blu-rays, well, I do a lot of horror Blu-ray content and stuff like that. I also do a lot of content on music and video games and other collectibles. So if you want to see more stuff like that, make sure you comment and stick around. And make sure you subscribe also. But first off, we're going to do... let's do the little studio release. So I got this one on Amazon because it was on sale, and it's a movie that I had never seen before, but it has an actor in it that I really, really enjoy, that I'm sure that you enjoy out there as well if you're watching a video like this. And that is Color Out of Space with Nicolas Cage. And let me see if I can shake it loose from the slipcover. Had a slipcover. And so this one, I think, is a Shudder exclusive, so you can check it out on Shudder if you have that. Subscribe. Yeah, see, there you go. If you have that service, outside of that, it's just a normal Blu-ray. At least it has disc art. As for extras, it's got a making of, deleted scenes, and a photo gallery, which is pretty decent for a new release. Normally, you don't get a lot of those. This one was on sale, and it's based on an H.P. Lovecraft story, so you know we love H.P. Lovecraft on this channel with From Beyond and Reanimator and all that, so make sure you go and check out Color Out of Space. I'll probably be watching this sometime soon, and maybe you'll see a review of it, but it's really cheap on Amazon. Go grab it. Let's see. We don't want to get to the Arrow stuff right away, so we'll start off with a Scream Factory release that is pretty cheap as well, that I got just because I enjoy the first movie. I don't own the first movie on Blu-ray, but I've seen it. There's a nice Criterion Collection release that I'd love to get. But for now, we're going to have to deal with Scanners 2 and 3, the double pack from Scream Factory. And so this one I haven't seen, Scanners 2 or 3. It's a Blu-ray DVD special. So I haven't seen either of these. So I'm pretty hyped about this one just because more Scanners is great. Cronenberg doesn't have anything to do with these next two, but from what I've heard, the sequels aren't too half bad. So can't wait to check these out as well. Next up is a big one that I couldn't believe I didn't have. I couldn't believe it was out of print. So Scream Factory, why do you gotta get stuff out of print and make me pay extra for it? But I did find a pretty good price on this one with the slipcover. Normally I don't really care that much about getting the slipcover, but getting it and getting the Blu-ray for a pretty good price is always nice. And that is, of course, Sam Raimi's Army of Darkness. And so this one I was pretty happy to have in the collection because I do have Evil Dead 1 and 2, but I don't have this one. There's the Screwball edition, which I waited a long time on getting, and I just never ended up getting it. But this one obviously has 3 discs. It has the theatrical cut, and then it has the director's cut and the international television cut. I'll just show you the original poster. You should have seen this already, but if you haven't seen a copy of this, but it has the nice Scream Factory art on the front here. Probably gonna have to reverse that because I have the slipcover for it. But this one just has a pile of extras on it with everything. Obviously, you get 4 different cuts of the movie. But Army of Darkness, great horror sequel. Great horror sequel that doesn't just copy the formula set up with the first two. The second one really doesn't copy the formula set up with the first one even. The first one is just like a strictly horror movie. The second one is horror comedy, and then this one's more action horror comedy mixed. But this is the one where you really see Ash as a character grow, and there's Ash versus Evil Dead, which I have yet to watch. I have the first season and the third season on Blu-ray here, but I have to get the second season somehow. Hey, look at that lenticular cover. They don't make them like that anymore, but I have to watch this show still. Pretty excited to watch that as well. Maybe we'll do a marathon or something like that. Okay. Part of one order was straight from Arrow Video because I realized that I goofed, and because I got the region-free Blu-ray player, which you can watch a tag of or whatever right here. So if you want to know why I got a region-free player, you can check it out right there. But I got this straight from Arrow Video after I made this first order with Grindhouse Video in the US. But we'll go through that one last. We'll go through this one first. And first up, we have a horror sequel that I was mentioning in that region-free Blu-ray player video, that the English version from Scream Factory is outrageously expensive, and I refuse to pay the money for that, because you can get a very similar package, and you can get it for about $20, and that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So this was actually one of the examples I used in that region-free Blu-ray player video, where it's fucking ridiculous. Like, why would, like, it's nice to have the Scream Factory release, and it looks nice on the shelf, and you have all the little Scream Factory logos, but if you just want the movie and you want a big-ass pile of extras and you have a region-free player, which you should have one if you're a collector at this point, you can get this version, which has, look at that, just a huge amount of extras. It might not be the same exact ones on the Scream Factory release, so if you're a gigantic, even further than me, collector nerd and you want everything about the movie, I guess you have to pay up. But this one from Arrow has a new transfer, new audio transfer, audio commentary with Tobe Hooper, audio commentary with the stars of the film, a 6-part documentary looking at the genesis of this film, alternate opening sequence, deleted scenes, an interview, just a bunch of stuff. It's Arrow Video. They're the Scream Factory of the UK, and you get all of this. You even get a reversible cover. You get a snazzy gray Blu-ray cover. You get this awesome original cover for the film for $20. You got to pay the price of admission, of course, for the region-free player, but you know, who cares? You're paying up anyway. So another one that extends to that region-free. This is another example I used because I used those examples because I bought them when I made the video. That is the Hellraiser Trilogy box set from them, and you can get the US version obviously for however much, $300 to $500, or you can get this one, which was on sale. It's usually around $50, and this one was $30 from their website. Well, you have to pay for, you know, shipping and conversion rates and all that if you're buying directly from Arrow, but doesn't really matter to me because I got it for a cheaper price anyway. So we'll go through each of these. Here's the first one. You can get these individually as well. But I just figured you might as well get it with the nice box and all that. So there it is. Discard is a little, not plain, but different, I guess. And then you have the original cover with Pinhead. Looks great. I would keep the new art that they commissioned for this just because it looks so nice. And obviously this has a gigantic pile of extras as well, just like Texas Chainsaw and everything else that they've done. 2K restoration, high-definition Blu-ray presentation, audio commentary with Clive Barker, audio commentary with Barker and Ashley Lawrence, the story of Hellraiser, a brand new definitive documentary being Frank, Sean Chapman on Hellraiser, soundtrack Hell, the story of the abandoned coil score, Hellraiser Resurrection vintage featurette, Under the Skin, Doug Bradley on Hellraiser, TV spots and trailers, image gallery. It's just a pile. And we'll go through Hellraiser 2 here. I have not seen I have not seen Hellraiser 2 and 3, so this was a good chance to get those two for cheap in a nice package. This one doesn't come with the little insert, weird, but it's Hellraiser 2. I know that the story for Hellraiser 2 continues immediately after Hellraiser 1, so it's a continuation. And Clive Barker recently got the rights back to Hellraiser as well, so we're getting a new Hellraiser TV series for HBO, which is great. And then Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. You can pause and look at all the extras. There's a lot of them. I'm getting tired of talking about them because there's so many of them. Look at that. Sitting here like an ape trying to open the goddamn... Get the Blu-ray out. Very similar art to the first Hellraiser poster, but I guess because Pinhead is the focus here. But yeah, it's just... I'm really happy to have this. I'm really happy to get the next 2 Hellraiser films. I'm really happy for the Hellraiser TV series. So yeah, great job on Arrow Video to get that. And that's Hellraiser. That'll probably go up here with all the other box sets somehow. We'll have to figure it out. Next up, there's a video store in the US called Grindhouse Video, and they had a sale alongside Arrow with the Easter Carnage sale, and so I went hog wild. I figured, hey, I'm probably not going to get any of these for this cheap in the US version or the region-free version or whatever, so we just went hog wild on buying their stuff. First off, we got the Society Steelbook edition. So you could get the original version with it, but I figured for a little bit more, I might as well get the Steelbook, and we have the J card still attached to it. Let me take that off. I don't know if you got to see the back of the J card, but you can see all the extras, obviously, because it's an Arrow Video release. This one is region-free as well, so if you're trying to track this down, there's the back of it. And there's the inside, and it comes with a nice booklet. It's really stuck in there, Jesus. Get this book out. You can see the art on the inside there. That's the one of the famous scenes in the movie. I don't want to spoil it, but it is an ass for a face for an ass. But we'll take a look at the little book in here, and there's the front cover. So it's got a new essay, Keeping It in the Family by Alan Jones, and then a little portion about the transfer for the film. So I don't want to give away the whole booklet here, but production credits, thanks, original artwork, all that good stuff. All of these were like between 10 and 20. I was surprised to get the Steelbook of this. I don't normally collect Steelbooks. Like I know Scream Factory does Steelbooks. If I can get them, I would, but like for like Army of Darkness or whatever, like some of them are just outrageous. Like They Live Steelbook is ridiculous. All the Carpenter ones are ridiculous. But to get one for like $10, I might as well get that outside of the regular edition. The regular edition obviously looks very cool. It has the pink, fleshy artwork on the front of it. But next up, we have another 80s horror movie, because that's kind of what our wheelhouse is here on the channel. And we've got Basket Case. Basket Case is a great one if you haven't seen it also. Another one sort of in that similar vein of, not body horror, but sort of over the top. There's a nice card for Legend. I'll have to grab that from Arrow. There's the disc. There's the poster art. This one came in a blue Blu-ray case, which I didn't think Arrow did, but I don't really care what they'll look like on the shelf, because they'll match all these, and it doesn't really matter. Like, next up, we have a sequel to a horror anthology series. It has a TV series on Shudder that is fantastic. If you haven't seen, I'm just going to say it right now, if you haven't seen Creepshow, the series, this is Creepshow 2, but if you haven't seen Creepshow on Shudder, please go watch it if you're a horror fan. It's fantastic. Greg Nicotero is doing amazing work on that show. The latest episode, this would probably date the update, but the latest episode, The Right Snuff, was fantastic. I reviewed it for that hashtag show. You can go read that in the description below. But as for this release, it is Creepshow 2. I have not seen Creepshow 2. I've seen Creepshow 1, but I've never seen Creepshow 2. There's a special edition of this one. I didn't get that. I just got the regular edition, but it has all the extras on the back, obviously, that you can see. This one has fantastic art for everything. Let's see what's on this card. It's just the same card, Legend. There it is with the disc. Obviously, Creepshow harkens back to the elder days of horror, but you get some new updates. Let's see. This one has Old Chief, Woodenhead, The Raft, The Hitchhiker as the 3 stories. So, can't wait to watch this one. I love the first Creepshow. Get the card back in here. More 80s horror, obviously, up on the list. We have The Stuff, which is a classic. If you've seen In Search of Darkness, you can probably guess where I'm getting all of this stuff from. I have not seen this one yet, but I got it because I know the pedigree of the film. And just that poster is perfect. Can't wait to watch this one as well. But yeah, great one. The Stuff. Can't wait to watch it. It came with another blue Blu-ray case. These next 3, well, at least 2 of these next 3 I haven't seen, and I bought on a whim because of either they were on sale during this sale, or they just looked really good. We'll start with the one that I have seen, which is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Obviously, Elvira is one of the most famous horror icons of all time, a horror host. And this one, I think I might switch the artwork just because this poster, this original art with this white background would look so nice. I don't know. Either one looks great though. So this one, can't wait to watch this one in HD and all that, with all these extras, with a new 4K scan and all that good stuff. That is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. So now we're winding home here, and with the last 2, we have 2 films that I haven't seen that I got on a whim because they looked good and they were on sale. And the first one is The Wind. And this one has Meg Foster in it, obviously, from They Live, and who has one of the most instantly recognizable pair of eyes in the human race. This one has a booklet, and it has an insert for Dream Demon. Okay. So let's show you the inside. Take the little booklet out. There's the disc. There's the poster. This one looks pretty interesting, I have to say. It looks like it has a sickle-wielding maniac and Meg Foster, obviously. So we'll just take a look at the booklet inside. It has a nice essay about the film, and you can see the cast and crew there. And we'll show you the back. I won't show you the whole thing. You gotta pay for that. We'll put the insert back in here. But obviously, Arrow Video is one of those nice boutique labels that gives nerds like me a reason to pay money for their stuff. And the last film in this huge update that we've had here going is The Slayer. This one, I can't remember if it was in Search of Darkness or not. I don't know, but I bought it just because of the cover. Like, look at that cover. If you tell me you don't want to watch that movie, you're lying. This one is 2 discs. Doesn't have a booklet. Let's make sure that the discs look all nice. What is the layout of the discs here? Let's see. obviously not rated. The first disc is the Blu-ray, the second disc is the DVD. Okay, so you get a DVD and a Blu-ray. I don't really care for the DVDs, just because I don't really need them, but let's check out the artwork. But obviously, to keep the collection together, you keep both of them. But this one looks pretty interesting as well. It's a long sought after slasher, and oh, it's I'm an idiot. It's very much like Nightmare on Elm Street, except it predates Nightmare on Elm Street. It's somebody who kills people in their dreams. So can't wait to watch this one. I'm an idiot. I just read the back. I didn't do a lot of research into this one, but can't wait to watch The Slayer. And whew, that is it for this Blu-ray update. And so I'll just show you what we got in. We got Army of Darkness, Scanners 2 and 3, Color Out of Space. We got the Hellraiser box set. And then we got The Slayer, The Wind, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, The Stuff, Creepshow 2, Basket Case, Society Steelbook, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So I'm really happy to have all of these in the collection now. A lot of these movies I've been waiting a while to watch or to own, and I can't wait to have another horror marathon. Maybe I'll have to do some reviews of these. If there's any that you want me to review, you want to see reviewed, or a closer look in depth into the special features of it, let me know in the comments. Like I said before, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And I just can't wait to watch all of these. So that's going to be it from the setup from me to you. And I will see you again at some point. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.